Alright. And the small fast guy is gonna dash at us here. Yep, there we go. And he's pretty lightning immune, so don't even really bother trying to hit him with either your lightning Uchikatana or your lightning spear. I don't actually have my lightning Uchikatana equipped right now. That is a mistake. And yeah, that's the kind of damage output that they have. Pretty devastating. Alrighty, so in my most recent fight with Ornstein and Smough, I managed to kill Ornstein first, and he dropped a Leo ring, which boosts counterattacks. Take a look at that. We recently equipped the Ring of Divine Protection and Favor that we got from invading Lautric's world, and avenging our Firekeeper. We're going to stick with the Ring of Steel Protection. But because that Divine Protection and Favor gives us quite a bit more equip load over there, we are going to see if we can't equip a bit heavier armor and stay below that 50%. So far our Elite Knight armor has not paid dividends on that upgrade, but we can upgrade it all the way to +10, at which point, I promise you, it is one of, if not the single best armors in the game. It's definitely up there. Eastern armor is only incrementally more physical defense than the gold-hemmed black robe, and it's worse at everything else. Havel's armor here will bring us well over the 50% mark. Stone armor will as well. So that does not seem to buy us anything there. In terms of the hand armor, this is a possibility. 252 and 171 for physical and lightning, and those are really the only two that we're looking for. But Havel's gauntlets really are going to be what we end up equipping here. I'm pretty confident. Oh, no, they are not. These stone gauntlets are lighter, and they give a bit more lightning defense. So let's go with those. I doubt that anything is going to front on the skirt. The skirt is awfully good. It's got 289 physical. You can get a little bit better, but at a huge cost in terms of weight. Really, if you're just looking at the weights going over there, the only thing that we can really equip even would be these Eastern leggings, and they're pretty awful. So, let's stick with this equipment loadout. All that we did is change it in some stone gauntlets in addition to that stone helm. And we can also change to the Lightning Uchikatana that we upgraded so. Only at +2, can get all the way up to +5. And for shields, we're really looking for a combination of physical and lightning with also stability and not requiring massive strength or taking up a ton of equipment burden. I think that we're still looking at the spider shield there. Wooden is a possibility, but Smough is going to deal so much damage through that 93% physical that it probably isn't worth it, even with that higher lightning defense. Also, the stability is low, so we would probably get stunned a lot more. Alright, so that is our change to our loadout. And let's do this. Alrighty, we are back at Ornstein and Smough. We are having a little bit of luck, going with an Ornstein first strategy. Not like 100% or anything, not actually beating him yet, but getting there. Just gotta be able to deal that damage. Oh, and that's the wrong way to roll out of that attack. You want to roll to the right or roll back. I think both of those will work a lot better than rolling to the left like I just did. Don't run away from it, you gotta roll into it. Or just away from him. This is exactly where we don't want to be, with both of them on top of us. But we are dealing a good amount of damage to Ornstein here. That's awfully good. But we should avoid dying right now is what we should do. That's what we need to do, is just not die immediately. Cool, cool. I want to get back to my souls there, because otherwise getting rocked when we're fighting giant Smough could be a problem. For that whole getting souls back thing. So go for that. Cool. Souls are pretty much the only thing that you can pick up without concern. You don't need to let you guys watch this. As I was saying, picking up souls is not like an action in this game. You can just be sprinting, you can have your guard up, you can do whatever you want, and it'll still pick up the souls for you, so that's very good. I am going to try and get him down a bit with Fireball. That is a Leo ring on the ground. I will show you guys that. If I win this fight, after this fight. If not, after the fight that I do finally win. And you can try getting into melee range with him and just duking it out. But I do not recommend it because he has this really, really big, well, everything about him is big, let's be honest. But he's got this huge damage stomp that he does, so I don't actually know how to deal with that if I'm in melee range when he starts doing it. And it seems to do about half my health and damage, so that's pretty substantial. The nice thing is that, like you just saw, his normal attacks don't hit you if you are in close. That hurts an awful lot, though. Alrighty, we've got an awful lot of great combustion, so hopefully we've got the firepower to just end him up close at this point. We'll see if that is the case. Whiffing 1 is not going to help the cause. Looks like we will have enough total damage, but this is that crazy attack I told you guys about. It just does so much damage, and it's so unavoidable. And I am perfectly fine with burning a humanity in a situation like this. He is coming for me, but he is low health. I'm going to try and close the gap again. Ow, he backs up out of that. Nope, gotta get away from that. Gotta get away from that. Most all of his attacks miss if you're in close enough. But that one there hits you every time. I'm going to back away and try and burn one more humanity here. By one more, I mean I will burn more humanity if this fight keeps going. I still think I've got a good chance here. I do not think that those humanities are excessive at all. That's going to miss me, and here we go. Here we go, one more time. That's the end of him. Yes! Soul of Smough. Ornstein over here drops the Leo ring. The Leo ring, you can see I got 30,000 souls for that. It's pretty intense. The Leo ring increases the strength of your counterattacks with thrust weapons. And I have 3 of them now, because, well, I managed to kill Ornstein 3 times and not kill Smough. So that's how many of those I picked up. I mean, really, you should be able to equip 10 rings, shouldn't you? I don't see any problem with that logic, right? like this bonfire. Oh, yes, indeed. And now, we are going to enter this room, and there will be a cinematic. Maybe not a cinematic, but at least extensive death.
Thou hast journeyed far, and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child. O chosen undead, I am Gwynevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee.
Yes.
And beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices. O chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far.
Oh. You can enter a covenant to defend her. You get a ring that boosts miracles. Not too much more. Let's see what she says if we select talk.
Since the day
Okay, she's repeating herself.
once living, now I beseech thee. Succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire.
Yep.
Indeed, we had felt the warmth of fire, its radiance and the life it sustaineth. Without fire, all shall be a frigid and frightful dark. Now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
Weakness, amazing chest. That's pretty funny. We are going to level up that endurance an awful lot. Since we cannot upgrade our lightning Uchi Katana without without more chunks, which we can't buy. But what we could do is actually leave a bit more here and start upgrading that elite knight armor set some more. Because that is all stuff that we can just buy. Is there anything hidden up here? Why, yes, over here there is Lautric's armor, which is a pretty nice set. Pretty nice. I generally find myself alternating before you upgrade that elite knight armor set, like up to the top tier. I pretty much find myself just using well, I must not have gotten this stone set in my original game, because I mostly was just alternating between Havel's helms, or Havel's armor, and the gold helm set. Anyhow, we can now do something amazingly awesome. Not repair our equipment, which we do need to do. But rather, we can warp from bonfire to bonfire. So awesome. Let's go to the Firelink Shrine.